Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here and it's Sunday the 29th of January. Thanks for watching, and as always this site's kept free of charge by the advert you see around it. So if you do see an advert you like, click on it, go through to the advertiser, it generates revenue for us and it shows the advertiser you're interested in what they're selling. It looks like we're going to see some real cold weather across the country during this week, as forecast, I hasten to add. It's going to be a little colder than I thought. I've got to admit that. You know, you've got to put your hands up and admit when things haven't gone quite to plan. I'd gone for sort of this cool to cold category, but it does look as if we could see some real brutal cold coming in during the course of this week. But my attention really is focused on how this breaks down, potentially late next weekend into the early part of next week. But this is the forecast chart for today from Weather Online. This is from the GFS model. You'll notice here the time and date up there that the chart is valid for. So here's this morning, here's the area of rain and sleet and snow that's affecting parts of Ireland, Western Wales and southwest England. Watch through this afternoon as that area slips its way southeastwards. Look, some really icy conditions to come, I think, across parts of Wales and southwest England during the course of this evening and this afternoon, and also overnight tonight. You'll notice though as we go through into Monday, this high pressure from Scandinavia really becomes well established. Easterly winds blown across the country. The cold air is really digging far in, and it's keeping at bay these fronts that keep trying to get in from the Atlantic, but you notice they're just not making any progress as we go through into Wednesday and then into Thursday. And in fact, by Thursday this is where the real brutal cold comes in, as we see a direct easterly flow coming right the way from central parts of Russia across the British Isles. Now, here comes the feature that we need to watch for the back end of the weekend. Look, it tries to get in through Friday, trying its best through Saturday, and it weakens. It comes up against this new block of cold that comes in from the east during Saturday. Now, I should mention minimum temperatures by the end of this week. We could be looking widespread at -10s to -15 in places. So, you know, we're looking at some real cold and struggling to get above freezing by day. Let's get into the latter part of the weekend though. Here's the area of low pressure, look, trying to get in again from the west. Look, it's still coming up against this area of high pressure to the east. So next weekend, still cold, still frosty, but then watch what happens into Monday. This big area of rain comes up against the cold air to the east. It still tries to make progress eastwards, but it doesn't get in because the cold air keeps it out of the way. However, the problem is where there's a boundary between this warm air to the west and the bitterly cold air to the east, we are going to see a period of potentially heavy snow. So we've got to watch for this. Now, don't go jumping around saying, well, you said there was going to be 5 foot of snow, because I haven't said that. What I've said is there is the potential for some heavy snow during the latter part of next weekend into the early part of next week. That gives us from late Sunday through to Tuesday as a window when that may well happen. I'm not saying it's going to happen, I'm saying it may happen. So listen to me very carefully. I'm saying it may happen. Okay, so don't jump up and down telling me that I said loads and loads of snow when I'm telling you it's just part of the forecast. And I know that most of you who watch this perfectly well understand that that is the case. The idea of that low pressure, now normally you'd kind of ignore that a little bit, you know, if it was just on one model, but it's not. It's being backed up by other models too. And here's the ECMWF from the site that you're looking at now. If you click on the weather charts at the top there, it's I'm starting to add on more weather charts on here, and the ECMWF is there. We'll just go through the days here. Look, as we go through into 1st of February, there's the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, which is next Saturday, the 5th is next Sunday. Here's the 6th, look, for Monday. Here's that flow coming in. The first of the fronts gets in. And then for Tuesday, look, the ECMWF actually breaks in the warmer air coming in from the west and gets rid of the cold air, keeping it over eastern parts of England and Scotland by the end of Monday into Tuesday. But the main thing to note is both going for this low pressure area, moving in and trying to push those fronts eastwards. So this threat of some snow within that area. And just to show you that it's not all plain sailing, this is the forecast from the Canadian model, and that's not the forecast from the Canadian, this is the forecast from the Canadian model for midnight on the 6th, and look, they just don't show that low anyway. They keep it, well, with high pressure and a cold northeasterly. So the emphasis is on cold. The real question is on how does it break down, what develops, and where does it go. So I think we need to watch this period, the early part of next week particularly. For my money, if you want to know what I really think, I'd go for us being really cold up till about the 10th, then a slow warming, but still cool up till about the 15th, and I think that will be the breakdown after the middle of the month. But we shall wait and see. Thanks for watching, keep the sun shining, and we'll keep you updated on the musings and the videos throughout the day.